the city of Naperville, Illinois. Lovely people. They were very nice enough to share their data sets to allow us to demo it. If I want to start to take this map, which is stored locally on my machine, and I want to share it as a web service, what do? Well, I go to File, Share as a Service. Opens up the Share as a Service dialog. And here, as I mentioned, I have three different options. Make a new web service, save it as a service definition file, overwrite an existing map service or an existing service. I'll make a new service, so I'll hit Next. Now my site is secure, that's why I get the prompt. Got to give the password with my super secret password and login. Now it says, please connect to an ArcGIS server site or a portal if you want to publish data. And I've already pre-connected to my server site. It's my machine name through port 6443, and I'm a publisher. You guys see that? Give it a name. I'll leave the default, census tracts. Hit Next. Where do I want to publish to? The root directory, demos, hosted, or Naperville. Just to remind you, remember, I'll pick the Naperville folder, but just to remind you, this is the folder structure inside Server Manager. Demos, hosted, Naperville. You guys see that? Okay? No smoke and mirrors here. Just want to make sure everyone's cool. Hit Continue. It opens up the Service Editor dialog. I want to highlight two things. The Service Editor dialog, but also at the bottom here, this new window showed up, which is my analysis results window. The Service Editor dialog is where I specify the different parameters and properties of the web service that I'm about to create, such as the name, the type, capabilities. Do I want to support those OGC standards? Feature access. Do I want to enable web editing? How many instances or resources do I want to assign to that service? If I know that it's going to be very popular and it's going to have a lot of traffic, I may want to bump that number up. Do I want to make it dynamic or cached? Do you guys see that, right? By default, it's dynamic. I can make it cached. If I do that, I have a bunch of other options. To learn about these options, you want to go to the caching session. I have a link for that in a minute. But I'll make it dynamic. And then, of course, I know that we all do metadata religiously every day for every piece of data that you create, right? That was another joke. Maybe you guys do, but, you know. Now, note up here I have two buttons, Analyze and Publish. Wait a minute, Derek. You said we always do Analyze. This button is a placebo button. Even if you decide I'm not going to analyze it and I hit Publish, doesn't matter. We're going to analyze it. It's because we care about you. We want to make sure things are good, all right? So I'll click Analyze. And now it's checking to see if my data has been optimized. And look, I got a low-level warning here. Layer's going to draw at all scale ranges. That's fine. Sorry, I got a message. If I get an error with a red X, that means I have to fix it. The software, because we care about you, we're not going to allow you to publish it because something is wrong. But I'm good. I got a message. I'll hit Publish. Okay, now it's going to go through that workflow. It makes a definition file. And then, ta-da, it's going to make a service for me. Oh, and I get the warning because I have to provide authentication to my site. And again. Okay, just give it a second here. You're welcome to write on the survey that Derek needs a faster machine for his demos. Service has published successfully. I click OK. Now let me go to Manager, and I'll refresh this view of ArcGIS Server Manager. And you can see now I have my web service. Honestly, it is that easy. I know you don't, like, oh yeah, but in my office it's different. Sure, it's all running on my box. It's easy, but in your office, if you configured it right, it should be good to go. And I can click on this thumbnail and view the data. You guys get the idea. So far, so good? All right.